I was the boy at the threshold, the child who knew himself, yet nothing of the world. My kin had gone to chase Mickey Mouse, to bow before the bright carnival, the painted kingdom of hollow kings, but I remained to face the older gods. The house stood silent on that Sunday morn. The cocks had not crowed, the sun had not risen, the air was still cool. The studio called, no school or household chores for me that day. A day of art, of focus, a day of bliss, a day of following my calling. I struck the light switch, but the dark returned. I pressed the door, and the door pressed back, yet I pressed on. Then I beheld him, the ancient, the bearded, crowned with the antlers of stag kings, eyes aflame with fierce kindness, a gaze that pierces bone. Around him moved the silent deer, the wolf, the serpent, the boar. They knew him as their lord, and I as their brother. As I stared back, wide-eyed, the room became a forest. Roots upturned the carpet, the bookshelf grew to thicket, the lamp glowed a pale moon, moss and mycelium scented the air. He rose as the oak rises, he rose as the mountain rises. I could not move, I could not flee, I could only stand in awe. His hand descended upon me, not to break but to bind, not as blow but as seal, crown and wound, bond and scar, death and birth, ending and beginning. I fell, and in falling I rose. At midday I awoke, the pain of his touch in my skull, the fire of his presence in my chest, and in that fire a calling, to walk the wild paths, to guard the beasts of field and forest, to bear the weight of antlers, to remember the covenant between man and earth, between blood and root, between hunter and prey. A summons to the integrity of the old gods, to belong once more to the true nature of the world. Yet I turned from that path. I left the oak for the market road. I left the wild covenant for the towers of glass and contracts written in dust. I followed the false kings, the hollow idols, the clock-bound life. I betrayed the mark upon my brow, and the silence festered within me. Now I call. I have fallen far, cast from the gilded life I once clutched, a life that filled my purse but emptied my bones. Now I summon across oceans, across continents, I cry out. Does the horned one walk these shores? Does he still claim the lost sons? Or has my hour passed? Horned one, forgive the deaf years, forgive the squandered days. Let the bark burn once more, let the covenant be renewed. I am older now, but the forests are still your throne. I am broken now, but the beasts still bear your law. Call me once more, and I will answer.